Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trinity Baptist College, the home of the Eagles. We are about to begin the second consecutive doubleheader between the Eagles and the Tigers of Voorhees College, coming down from Denmark, South Carolina. Hello, everybody. I'm Ray Bureau, Dean Bureau, our cameraman, as always, here at Trinity Baptist College. Weather permitting, we're going to have both games. There's a lot of rain scheduled in the forecast for later. A few drops have already fallen. We're hoping that we can stay on the air here on TBC Eagles on YouTube Live. Hopefully we will not have to stop, but if the rain starts to fall, have to protect the electronics, we're going to have to shut it down. Hopefully that will not be the case. Right now we're going to pause for prayer, then we'll have our national anthem and opening lineups. And we're just a few moments away from the first pitch of this Saturday afternoon doubleheader between Trinity Baptist College and the Voorhees College Tigers. Coach John Copeland at his fourth season at the helm for Trinity Baptist, and Mr. Justin Thomas also in his fourth season. He is the head coach of the Tigers from Voorhees College, again coming down to Jacksonville from Denmark, South Carolina. DeAndre Gallman will lead things off. He's in center field. Rodney Goldsmith in right. Darius England at short. Jameez McNeil, the catcher. He's a cleanup hitter. Ethan Lauritsen, the designated hitter. Jacob Cooley at first. Neetwan Hill is in left. Cromanta Snell at third. Calvin Coach batting ninth. He's playing second base. And on the mound for the Eagles, left-hander number 10, Uriah Brewer. He has a record of 2-1, a 5.32 earned run average. This is his 11th appearance on the mound, third start. He has pitched 22 total innings, allowed 13 earned runs out of 16 total, 21 hits, 11 walks, and 20 strikeouts. Around the outfield for the Eagles, David Cavedo in left, John Shiver in center, Kelvin George in right. Dan Richard is at third, A.J. Alexo at short, Jordan Keys playing second base, Matt Carter at first. Behind the plate, David Hall. He is the battery mate of Uriah Brewer. So just a couple of moments away now from the first pitch. Very cloudy skies, mid-70s here on the west side of Jacksonville. Again, a lot of rain scheduled in the forecast. That's why this game was moved up to 12 o'clock. Try to beat that rain, get hopefully at least one of these two 7-inning ball games in. The Eagles won both games yesterday, 5-0 in the opener, 11-1 in the nightcap. And you can catch the recap on tbceagles.com. Yesterday's doubleheader, both games going to Trinity Baptist College. The wind is kind of toggling between calm and gusty. When it does blow, it's going straight in from the right field corner, the 340 sign, right down the baseline toward home plate. So when that wind does gust, it's going to stop anything hit in the air towards right field. DeAndre Gallman in the box. Here's Uriah Brewer with the first pitch. We are underway with a fastball that misses low for ball one. I'm Ray Bureau, bringing you the action. My son Dean, a cameraman, senior at Trinity Christian Academy, going to graduate just about a month and a half. A ball and a strike now to Gallman. Brewer working pretty quickly in the early going, gets the ball, throws it, and here's a ball lofted into right field. George got a late break, but he comes in and goes down to his D's and makes the catch. Well hit ball, kind of looked like it fooled George at first. A line drive right at the outfielder, one of the toughest plays to judge. Kelvin George able to recover in time and make the catch for the first out. Rodney Goldsmith, the Voorhees right fielder at the plate. First pitch from Brewer, fastball on the inside corner for a strike. Alexa Goodwin is the lady on the mic. She's announcing the players as they come to the plate. She's also running the scoreboard, and Clayton McDaniel, the official scorekeeper this afternoon. There's a ground ball to short. Alexo with a strong throw just in time. Goldsmith hustling all the way, taking nothing for granted. Very close play at first, but that is out number 2. Darius England, the Tigers shortstop, steps in with 2 outs and the base is empty, and strong throw from A.J. Alexo. Got the hitter at first, I'd say about half a step. Goldsmith hustling all the way. First pitch is slapped foul to the right side. No balls and a strike. Goldsmith at 4:26 coming into this doubleheader, this 4-game series that started yesterday. Takes the first pitch outside. Gallman at 5:42. Here's the 1-1, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the batter at the plate now, Darius England. Lofty numbers on the offensive side. He's around 500. There's a hot shot into right field and a base hit, a 2-out single. George looked like he had thoughts of throwing to first. England took care of those thoughts as he hustled down the line. Runner at first, 2 outs, first hit for the Tigers. Jameez McNeil at the plate. He's the cleanup hitter and the catcher for the Tigers. Runner at first, 2 outs. Brewer's first pitch, line drive and a base hit into right field. That's going to advance England to second, so after the first 2 men are out, 2 consecutive pitches got hit pretty hard for base hits. So 2 on, 2 out. Number 5 hitter, the DH, Ethan Lauritsen. Hopefully we're saying that correctly. Lauritsen at 386, a home run and 19 runs driven in. 2 on, 2 out. And Lauritsen at the plate. Umpire checking the lineup card, making sure everything was correct. And Trinity Baptist won both games yesterday. Looking for their 3rd in a row. This one is fouled back, no balls and a strike. Of course, they want to sweep today's doubleheader and the 4-game series against the NAIA Voorhees College Tigers. We get opportunities. We'll let you know the remaining schedules for both these teams after today's ball games. And a pitch from Brewer is a breaking ball that misses low and away. Count even now at 1-1. In case you just joined us, Brewer got the first 2 men and then 2 consecutive singles on back-to-back pitches. Tigers have runners at first and second, 2 outs, a count of 1-1, and the pitch, chopper towards second. Jordan Keys, high throw, but Carter's able to pull it in and step on the bag to retire the side. 2 hits, 2 men left. Half an inning has gone by. We have no score. Bottom of the first, no score, a couple of hits for the Tigers. Both came with 2 men out. Then a bouncing ball the second retired the side. For the Eagles, John Shiver's the leadoff man. He's in center. A.J. Alexo at short. David Hall, the catcher. David Cavedo, the cleanup man in left field. Jordan Keys, a transfer player from Southeastern University. He's playing second, batting 5th. Nick McAdon at DH. Dan Richard at third. Matt Carter playing first, and Kelvin George in right field will round off the batting order. They are going to face number 18, Angel Guerrero. 2 wins, 3 losses, a 771 earned run average. This is his 6th appearance, all starts, 28 innings pitched, 24 earned runs out of 43 total, 39 hits, 26 walks, and 18 strikeouts for Angel Guerrero. John Shiver will be the first Eagles hitter this afternoon. He's going to face the 6'4" junior from Goose Creek, South Carolina. John Shiver, a senior at TBC. He is from Middleburg, Florida. He's going to lead things off. He was a winning pitcher in Game 1 yesterday, John Shiver. 5 innings of shutout ball, no walks, 5 strikeouts, and only 2 hits. 5 hits, 3 strikeouts, no walks, and the Eagles played errorless baseball all afternoon yesterday. So here is John Shiver to lead things off for the Eagles. No score, bottom of the first. Shiver will be followed by Alexo and Hall, and Shiver's hitting an even 200 on the season. No homers, 8 runs driven in. Very good speed. If he gets on, we'll see if Coach Copeland puts him to use. Shiver has stolen 7 bases in 9 attempts. Here comes a first pitch from Angel Guerrero. And it's a fastball, a little bit high for ball 1. Of course, Eagles fans know all about the speed on the Trinity Baptist roster, all up and down the batting order. 1 ball, no strikes, line drive, hit very hard into center field, and the Eagles have the leadoff man aboard. Shiver had a good day on the mound yesterday. Also scored a run and drove 1 in. Had a couple of hits overall on the afternoon, scored twice as well. A.J. Alexo at the plate. Runner at first, nobody out. Guerrero from the stretch and misses downstairs for ball 1. Alexo, also a senior, he's hitting .227, no homers, 7 RBIs. hits the ball all over the field. There's a shot right back up the middle, a line drive, base hit. Shiver will turn and hold up right there. Center fielder DeAndre Gallman gets it back in. 2 men on, nobody out. Already the Eagles with 2 hits. Number 3 hitter, catcher David Hall at the plate. David Hall, another senior. He's hitting .288, no homers, 9 runs driven in. Has a runner in scoring position, another man at first, very good speed on the bases. Guerrero's first pitch is a breaking ball that misses low and outside. David Hall has an RBI opportunity, and the 1-0. Chopper and foul down the left side. Around the outfield for the Tigers, Nitwan Hill is in left, DeAndre Gallman in center, Rodney Goldsmith in right. Third baseman is Cremonta Snell. At short, Darius England. Finish that off as we get an opportunity. 1 ball, 1 strike to Hall. A fastball, a little bit low for ball 2. Calvin Coach at second, Jacoby Cooley at first. Jameezy McNeil behind the plate, the battery mate of Angel Guerrero on the mound for Voorhees College. Coach Justin Thomas in his 4th season. 2 balls and a strike. David Hall ahead in the count. Shiver leading off second, Alexo off first. High fly ball, well hit, but well out of play, and it evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. TBC Eagles on YouTube Live. Of course, the games are going to stay posted. You can go back and watch them anytime. Hopefully, we'll be able to get in both ball games, at least the first, without having to shut things down. A lot of rain in the forecast. Here's a 2-2 to David Hall. A breaking ball just misses outside, and the count is full. Hall started to go for it, held up in time. So now a payoff pitch. 2 good runners on the bases. Nobody going, and a line drive at the third baseman. Throw across towards first. Alexo is back. Hall smoked it, but hit it right at Cremonta Snell for out number 1. Snell had his choice of bases to throw to. He could go all the way. Scored twice. 1 for 2 in game number 2. Here's the 0-1. Another good curveball. Catches the outside corner. So now Guerrero ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. On the season, tell you about that in just a moment. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. This could be 2. Well hit towards second. Bobbled. Now to throw to first is in time. That is a 4-6-3 double play. Good recovery by the second baseman, Calvin Coach. And the Tigers are able to turn 2 to get out of the inning. The first 2 men hit their ways aboard. Eagles unable to advance the runners, and after 1, we have no score. Eagles sent 4 men to the plate in the bottom of the first. All 4 hit the ball very hard. Unfortunately for Trinity Baptist, David Hall's line drive went right at the third baseman, Cremonta Snell. David Quevedo also hit it very hard, right at the second baseman, Calvin Coach. Tigers are able to turn 2 to get out of the inning, so it's good to see the Eagles swinging the bats well early on here this Saturday afternoon. No scores. We go to the top of the second. Jacob Cooley, Nitwan Hill, Cremonta Snell, the first 3 scheduled hitters for Coach Justin Thomas. Started to tell you about David Quevedo before that at bat, hitting .343 on the season. a home run and 4 runs driven in. David Hall gets the throw down to second. He has really come around this season with his throwing. He shut down a very fast Edward Waters College Tigers last weekend. Tigers ended up winning both games, mainly with spectacular defense, but David Hall was able to keep those speedy base runners for Ed Waters at bay. Threw out a few of those runners trying to steal. Here's a first pitch from Brewer. Strike called on the outside corner. Jacob Cooley, the Voorhees first baseman, leading things off. Next pitch down in the dirt, so a ball and a strike. So at the moment, the clouds seem to have dissipated. We're getting some really nice sunshine. It's been overcast most of the day. I'm going to keep an eye on the weather. This one misses downstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. Brewer allowed 2 hits in the first, no runs. The 2-1, high drive, well hit toward the gap. Shiver was shading towards left, and he's there to make the play for out number 1. Another well hit ball, but this one caught John Shiver running it down in the left center field gap. 1 out. Here's a left fielder, Nitwan Hill. Hill is hitting .256, no homers, 4 RBIs. Takes the first pitch in there for strike 1. Cooley hit the ball well, .377 with 19 RBIs coming into this 4-game series. This one is fouled off to the right side. So now Uriah Brewer ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2. It is popped up. Keys heading back, unable to get there in time. A Texas Leaguer base hit for Nitwan Hill. Not hit all that hard, but placed perfectly. And with 1 out, Tigers have a runner aboard. That is hit number 3 for Voorhees. And it brings up the third baseman, Cremonta Snell. This young man is hitting .365, no homers, 17 runs driven in. He caught David Hall's hard line drive, trying to turn 2, and came pretty close to doing so. There's a check swing, but a pitch called a strike on the outside corner. No balls, strike. Nitwan Hill, the runner at first. He just singled his way aboard. Here's a pitch, swing and a miss. Hall up, ready to throw. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Only a few games left for each team after today's doubleheader. Here's Brewer's 1-2, a breaking ball that misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. After today, Voorhees will travel to Selma to play Concordia Selma College. Here's a 2-2 from Brewer. Fastball lifted high into the outfield. George and Shiver are there. It's going to be Kelvin George making the catch in the gap. A high fly ball. Wind has really calmed down. It didn't have much effect on that high ball. Kelvin George able to camp under it without any problem. Here's a second baseman, Calvin Coach, the number 9 hitter. Coach hitting .304, no homers and 7 runs driven in. That's 2 separate games. Nope, that's a doubleheader. April 13th, a doubleheader, and a single game on the 14th at Concordia. 2 outs, here's the first pitch, and it's fouled off. Then Voorhees will end the regular season with 4 games against College of Faith. On April 22nd, that is a home doubleheader in Denmark. And on April 25th, that's 2 games at the College of Faith in Charlotte, North Carolina. And that will end the regular season for the Voorhees College Tigers. Meanwhile, the Eagles, after today, they're going to head down to Miami Tuesday, April 13th. At Florida National, and a doubleheader at Florida National a day later. Then the Eagles will travel up to play one of their biggest rivals of all, Toccoa Falls College, April 20th and 21st. They'll end the season with 3 more games against Edward Waters, all 3 here in Jacksonville. Here's the 0-1. High throw to first, and the runner is back. Pitch was high, Hall with a snap throw. And the runner, Nitwan Hill, able to get back. The first of that 3-game series against Ed Waters is a home game at Trinity Ball Yard on the 27th and a doubleheader downtown at Ed Waters on the 28th. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Second baseman Calvin Coach. No score. Top of the second, 2 outs, a runner at first. Brewer taking a good look at the runner. Here comes the 1-2, fastball that misses up and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Of course, TBCEagles.com for all the Trinity Baptist College athletic information. Voorhees.edu/athletics for the Tigers of Voorhees College. Fastball slapped foul. Coach having a good battle. Staying alive, 2 balls, 2 strikes. He's a number 9 man, so the leadoff man, Deontry Gallman, waits on deck. Here's a 2-2 from Uriah Brewer. Fastball called strike 3 on the inside corner. That retires a side. Tigers get a hit, but leave him at first. That is a first strikeout for Brewer after an inning and a half. Still no score. No score as we go to the bottom of the second. 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Eagles. Jordan Keys, Nick McAdon, and Dan Richard. Eagles got the first 2 men aboard, both with base hits in the first. A couple of hard hit balls were then caught. One turned into a double play. So no score. Angel Guerrero starting his 2nd inning of work for Voorhees. Jordan Keys will be the first man that Guerrero faces in the second. Keys is hitting .200 on the season, 1 RBI. He's missed a lot of time due to injury. He can play many positions, especially all over the infield. Very fast runner. Glad to see him back in the lineup. He played in Game 2 yesterday, his first time back on the field in quite a while. So Keys will lead off the bottom of the second. McAdon, Richard, Carter, and George to follow. Clouds are starting to gather overhead once again. Here's a first pitch from Guerrero. It is a good hard fastball for strike 1. Angel Guerrero dropped in a couple of nice sharp breaking balls in the first to help him get out of a tough jam. Here comes the 0-1. There's a breaking ball, but this one stays up a little bit too much. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1, fastball downstairs, 2 balls and a strike. First 4 Eagles really hit the ball hard. Let's hope they can keep it going here in the bottom of the second. Here comes the 2-1 to Keys. Another hard hit ball, but this one right at the shortstop. England, a good throw to first in time. Keys hit that ball right on the button and a nice backhanded play. Darius England, the shortstop. Good throw to first, 1 away. Tigers brought a very nice crowd with them. I saw them yesterday as I was leaving the ballpark. We were unable to stream, but I got here to catch the end of game 2, and they had a really nice tailgate party going on in the parking lot. Good crowd that they brought down from Denmark, South Carolina. Nick McAdon, 1 out, base is empty, sees his first pitch, and it's low for ball 1. McAdon, the DH here in game number 1. He's hitting .216, no homers and a run driven in. Here comes the 1-0. Fastball that misses upstairs. McAdon, also one of the pitchers on Coach John Copeland's roster. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch from Guerrero misses up a little bit high. It's 3-0. McAdon can play many positions as well. We've seen him in the outfield, second base, third base. Very versatile player for the Eagles. 3 balls, no strikes. He takes it upstairs for ball 4. First walk issued by either pitcher, and the Eagles have a runner at first with 1 away. McAdon, one of the good fast base runners on the roster. Here's a senior, Dan Richard, the Eagles' third baseman. Richard's hitting some tough luck lately. That Ed Waters series, he hit the ball awfully hard every time up, only to have nothing to show for it. He hits the ball very well. This one in the dirt, but blocked by the catcher McNeil. McAdon thought about going, but McNeil pounced on it and kept the runner at first. Richards hitting .293. No homers, few runs driven in. Ahead in the count, a ball and no strikes, and the pitch, good fastball in the outside corner. The way Richard has hit the ball this season, though, he could easily have a batting average much closer to the high 390s. Here's the 1-1, 1 out, and the pitch, swing and a miss. Might have chased one out of the zone that time, and he's down 1-2. Richard pitched 2 scoreless innings to end game 1 yesterday. McAdon at first. Here's the 1-2 to Dan Richard. Instead, Guerrero steps off. So everybody ready now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. High pop fly, and it's going to get out of play. So we'll redo the 1-2. McAdon at first. He drew a 1-out walk. Guerrero gets the sign. He is ready. The 1-2. Fastball misses outside, and the Tigers fans wanted that call. It was close, but it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Probably the fastest pitch that Guerrero has thrown so far today. Here's the 2-2. This one misses well up and away. So with 1 out and a full count, good speed on the bases, we'll see if Coach Copeland puts McAdon into motion. Richard makes some pretty good contact. Here is a 3-2. Runners off, and this one is popped up. McAdon's going to have to get back. It is going to be caught, and nobody covering first, and that allows McAdon to get back in time. Good over-the-shoulder catch by Jacob Cooley, a case where Guerrero probably should have covered first to try to get that double play. Eagles catch a break, 2 outs with a runner at first. Jacob Cooley with a nice grab. That was a fair ball. It would have been a base hit had it fallen down. Matt Carter at the plate. 3 home runs on the season, batting .162, but he makes good contact as well. Throw to first. Actually, Guerrero stepped off and held on to the ball, and now he's going to be called for a balk. Umpire saying he did not step off the rubber. Cannot fake a pickoff move toward first. Guerrero, according to the umpire, did not step off the mound, so the balk advances Nick McAdon into second. Carter now with a runner in scoring position, and the first pitch on the inside corner for a strike. So McAdon walked, advances on the balk. No balls and a strike to the senior Matt Carter. He chops it towards third. Snell with the good throw to first, but it's over the head of Cooley, and that's going to allow a run to score. Macedon is in. Ball looked good coming out of Snell's hand, but it just took off, and that's going to be an error all the way. Throw would have gotten Carter at first. Macedon scores, the run is unearned, and Carter takes second on the same play. So the Eagles lead 1-0. Kelvin George at the plate, a chance to double the lead. George had himself 4 hits overall yesterday, 4 out of 7 in total of both games, and the first pitch missed well down and in. Good block by McNeil to keep Matt Carter at second base. If I remember correctly, Kelvin drove in 4 runs as well in yesterday's doubleheader. Ball 2 misses downstairs. Let's check that total on Kelvin George. Had an RBI in game 1, 4 in game 2, so 5 ribbies on the day yesterday and a 4 for 7 performance, including a triple. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 run is in. Here's the pitch, and this one misses inside for ball 3. Well, the Eagles have hit the ball very well so far. They got a break on that last play, and they lead 1-0. Here's a 3-0. George taking all the way, and it's called strike 1 on the inside corner. So a run in without the benefit of a hit. 3-1 coming to Kelvin George. Fastball on the outside corner for strike 2. So now a payoff pitch. Carter, pretty good speed at second. A couple of raindrops now starting to fall. Here is the 3-2 to Kelvin George. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. George disagrees, but that will retire the side. 1 unearned run, no hits, a walk, an error, and a man left. After 1, the Eagles lead it 1-0. Top of the third, the Eagles lead 1-0. An unearned run in the bottom of the second has been all the scoring. Top of the order due up for Voorhees, DeAndre Gallman, Rodney Goldsmith, Darius England. A couple of very light sprinkle raindrops are starting to fall, but the sun is shining, so let's hope this blows over very quickly. Forecast does call for a lot of rain late in the afternoon and into the evening. Now the sun's starting to peek through even more, but the raindrops have not stopped yet. Again, if it gets any harder, we may have to stop the live feed. Let's hope that doesn't happen. If it does, stay with us to see if we're able to get back on a little later on. 1 run for the Eagles. Here comes DeAndre Gallman, the left fielder. He led off the ball game with a hard line drive into right field. That one was caught by Kelvin George. Gallman 0 for 1. Brewer ready with the first pitch of the inning, and Gallman lifts it high behind the infield. Jordan Keys is able to chase it down for the first out. Tigers got a hit on a similar ball like that, more towards right field an inning ago, but this time Jordan Keys was able to track it down. Right fielder Rodney Goldsmith grounded out to the shortstop Alexo his first time up. Uriah Brewer in his third inning of work. First pitch swung on and missed. All right, raindrops have stopped, and let's hope they stay stopped for quite a while. Here's the 0-1 from Brewer. This one chopped down the left side and foul. So no balls, 2 strikes. Brewer has allowed 3 hits. He hasn't walked anyone. He has struck out 1 through 2 1/3 innings. Here's the 0-2. High pop up right back over our heads. Count remains 0-2. Ball game originally scheduled to begin at 3. Forecast allowed us to back it up to noon. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Hall blocks it, and he tags the batter for out number 2. So Brewer gets the first 2 men in the top of the 3rd, and it brings up the shortstop, Darius England. He had himself a 2-out single to right his first time up. First pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. Here is Brewer with the 1-0. High pop foul, well out of play. Count even at 1-1. No word yet on the starting pitchers for either team for game number 2. John Shiver and Michael Kohicks started for the Eagles yesterday. Brewer with the 1-1. This one a curveball that's tapped foul. Uriah Brewer has gotten ahead of the hitters so far all afternoon. Now he's ahead of Darius England 1-2. Long look in, slow delivery, and the pitch hit hard towards Van Richard and into left field for a base hit. Ball just out of reach of the Eagles' 3rd baseman. That's a 2nd hit of the game for Darius England. And just like he did in the 1st, he gets himself a 2-out base hit. Keeps the inning alive for Jamezi McNeil. He singled his first time up. That is hit number 4 off Uriah Brewer. Coach Justin Thomas talking things over now with the home plate umpire. Don't know what the discussion is about. After England's first inning base hit, Jamezi McNeil put the first pitch into left. And now Coach Thomas over talking with Eagles coach John Copeland down the left side. Again, I do not know what the conversation is about. No one is leaving or coming on to the field. And now it looks like everybody will be ready. Coach Thomas heading back to the coach's box at 3rd base. Again, nobody has entered or left the field that I can tell. So here's McNeil, 1 for 1. Runner at first, 2 outs. Darius England just hit his way aboard. A good hard 1-hopper into left field. And the first pitch is a fastball in the outside corner for strike 1. Brewer from the stretch gets a good look at the runner. Here's the 0-1. This one a breaking ball in the dirt. Count even at a ball and a strike. Here comes a 1-1 from Brewer. Instead, a throw to first, and the runner's back. Good move by Brewer. Lifts the right leg straight up in the air. As long as he doesn't break the plane of the mound, he can then go either to first base or to home plate. And another throw to first. A little bit closer this time, but the runner's back. Another long look at first. Now the 1-1. Line drive and a base hit into right. George is going to throw to first. And it gets by Matt Carter. That's going to allow a runner to advance to third. So that's going to be a base hit for McNeil. Advancing England to second. He will take off and get to third. That'll be an error on the right fielder, Kelvin George. A ball in the dirt. It might have been in time. That was a very close play at first. Now runners at the corners with 2 outs. So just like we saw in the first, after 2 out, the next 2 men, both times, Darius England and Jamezi McNeil with base hits. Ethan Lauritsen, the DH, at the plate. He bounced out to second to end that first inning. Here's a pitch from Brewer and a good cut. Looks like it might have caught the top of the face mask of David Hall. Now the sun's shining, raindrops have stopped, and again, let's hope it stays this way. No balls and a strike. Breaking ball down in the dirt, 1-1, a nice block by David Hall. Kelvin George came up throwing. His throw got away from Carter. That allowed the runner to take third. Here's a 1-1, high pop fly, shallow right field. Kelvin George comes in a few steps and puts it away to retire the side. 2 hits, 1 error, did not cost anything. 2 men left, bottom of the third coming up. Trinity Baptist 1, Voorhees nothing. Bottom of the third, leadoff man John Shiver will start things off. He's followed by A.J. Alexo and David Hall. 1 unearned run in the second for the Eagles. That's been all the scoring so far. Angel Guerrero ready to start his 3rd inning of work. He's allowed 2 hits, 1 walk. Had an error in the second inning, and that led to the unearned run. John Shiver led off the ball game. Hit a hard line drive single into center, was left stranded at second. So Shiver will lead things off. Bottom of the third. First pitch coming from Angel Guerrero, and the 3rd inning is underway with a fastball up and away. That was the count when Shiver lined the next pitch into center field, his first time up. Here's the 1-0. Line drive well hit into left, and that's going to get over the head of Natwan Hill. Shiver around first. He pulls up into second, makes a turn, but puts on the brakes. Looked like Hill might have turned around the wrong way. By the time he was able to recover, that ball was over his head and up against the fence. So a leadoff double for Shiver. He's now 2 for 2. 3rd hit for the Eagles, 2nd for John Shiver. A.J. Alexo at the plate with a runner at second. Nobody out, very good speed and a good base runner in John Shiver. Alexo also singled to center his first time up. Was left stranded at first. First pitch coming. Guerrero to Alexo. Fastball misses outside. Shiver, pretty good lead off second. He gets a good secondary, and this fastball misses downstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. David Hall, David Cavedo, the next 2 hitters. Alexo with an RBI opportunity. Eagles lead 1-0, a chance to add on another. Leadoff double by John Shiver. That was a hard line drive. Just kind of took off on the left fielder, Nitwan Hill. Turned around, looked like maybe the wrong way. Shiver on second. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch to Alexo. Breaking ball that misses outside for 3-0. So Alexo well ahead in the count, looking for his pitch. It's 3-0, and Alexo taking all the way, and he takes a strike on the inside corner. So 3-1. Guerrero from the stretch. Chopper toward third. Snell is going to field, throw to first in time, and Shiver holds up at second base. So 1 out, Shiver at second. Here's the catcher, David Hall. He hit a very hard line drive right at Tremonta Snell at third base in the first.
Hey, save me some, okay? Save me some.
So Shiver at second. 1 out.
Hey, wait, what drill went back?
Long look in from Angel Guerrero. Now the first pitch to Hall is a fastball downstairs and blocked well by Jamezi McNeil. One ball, no strikes. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Hard foul ball down the left side. Count even out, a ball and a strike. Orioles and Yankees warming up. They're going to start playing in about 10 minutes. Sonny Gray on the mound for the Bronx Bombers. Mancini, looks like that ball game's just now getting underway. Well, he'll be the first batter. And a high fastball swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mets and Nationals also getting underway in just a few more minutes. The Rays are at Fenway Park. That game's scheduled to start also in just a few more minutes. Ball and 2 strikes. Here's a pitch to Hall in the dirt, and again a nice block by McNeil. He's been a busy man behind the plate, blocking a number of balls in the dirt already. Shiver very fast at second, 1 out. And here comes the 2-2 from Guerrero. And Hall gets a piece of it and stays alive. Tigers at White Sox at 2:10 this afternoon. These times are all Eastern. Seattle at Minnesota also at 2:10. Diamondbacks and the Cardinals in St. Louis at 2:15. 2 balls, 2 strikes. High pop foul, that's going to get out of play. Brian Lopez on the shelf for the Eagles. Christian Draper also out today. Both hope to be back by next weekend's ball games down in Miami at Florida National University. Here's a 2-2. Shiver on the move, and the pitch hits David Hall. So Shiver's going to have to return to second. He had third base stolen. Does give the Eagles a base runner, but it sends Shiver back to second. First hit batsman of the afternoon for Angel Guerrero. So runners at first and second. 1 man out for the left fielder, David Quevedo. Couple of drops now, starting to fall once again. It's been on and off all afternoon. Here's the first pitch to Quevedo, a swing and a miss, a big rip by the Eagles left fielder. Quevedo hit a hard ground ball, 4-6-3 double play to end the first inning. Down in the count, 0-1, and the pitch. Fastball that catches the outside corner. Quevedo didn't like the call, but he's down, no balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the 0-2. High pop up, headed back toward the screen and out of play. So again, no balls, 2 strikes. Quevedo at the plate. Shiver at second, he doubled. David Hall at first, he was hit by a pitch. Another 0-2 coming from Angel Guerrero. Chopper and foul down the left side. Cubs in Milwaukee, 4:05 this afternoon. Kansas City at Cleveland at 4:10. Dodgers and Giants were rained out last night. They're going to play at 6:05 tonight in San Francisco. Another 0-2 to Quevedo. This one misses a little bit high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good eye by Quevedo. Marlins and Phillies, also at 6 o'clock tonight. Here comes the 1-2 and a fastball that misses up and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pirates off to a 6-1 start. They're taking on the Reds in Pittsburgh at 7 tonight. Lose Garrett Cole and Andrew McCutchen and still win 6 out of their first 7 ball games. Here's a 2-2. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. That is out number 2. No argument from Quevedo. Runners are still at first and second. Here's the second baseman, Jordan Keys. Grounded out to the shortstop to open up the second inning. San Diego in Houston, Toronto at Texas later on tonight. Red hot Atlanta Braves at 5-2 are in Denver to take on the Rockies. Angels and Athletics out west in Anaheim. First pitch to Jordan Keys, a breaking ball that stays upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs, 2 runners on. Eagles have had multiple runners in each inning. So far, just 1 run and another good block by McNeil to keep the runners where they are. 2 balls, no strikes. Keys ahead in the count. Guerrero takes a long look in, checks the runners. Here's the pitch, a fastball that misses low. Keys now well ahead, 3 balls, no strikes. So Keys looking for a pitch he can drive with 2 men on and 2 outs. Big gap in right center. Here's a 3-0, taking all the way for strike 1. So now ahead, 3 balls and a strike. And a 3-1 is drilled down the left field line, but it's hooking foul. Keys well out in front of that one, hit the ball very hard. Might have had home run distance, but it's hooked foul. And now a payoff pitch, runners at first and second. They'll be off on the pitch. Shiver at second, David Hall at first. First baseman Jacob Cooley playing behind the runner. That'll give Hall a couple of extra steps. Again, a big gap in right center and time called. Center fielder Deontre Gallman shading well towards the left center field gap. Here comes a 3-2. Both runners on the move. Chopper towards short. That's going to force the throw to first with the runners on the move, but it's in time to end the inning. A double and a hit batsman, 2 men left. After 3, the Eagles lead 1-0. After 3, the Eagles lead 1-0. Uriah Brewer getting ready to start inning number 4. He's allowed 5 hits, hasn't walked anyone, he has struck out 1, and he has hitters 6, 7, and 8 due up in the top of the 4th. Jacob Cooley, Nitwan Hill, Cremanta Snell. Good throw across a diamond from Darius England to get Keys at first base. Eagles again with 2 on, unable to push across a run. Jacob Cooley led off the 2nd inning with a fly out to center field, so he's 0 for 1. Cooley came in hitting .377 when this 4-game series began yesterday. Here's a first pitch from Brewer, a good fastball in the outside corner. Brewer has worked ahead in the count to almost every hitter so far. Here's the 0-1 and a well-hit fly ball into center, but Shiver played him perfectly and is right there to make the catch. Second time that Cooley has gone out to Shiver in center field. 1 away, bases empty for the left fielder Nitwan Hill. He's 1 for 1. Got himself a base hit to right field in the 2nd. Here's a first pitch. Brewer working quickly, swing and a miss. Very light sprinkle starting to fall at Trinity Ball Yard. No balls, 1 strike. Brewer's pitch is fouled away. Wind is starting to pick up. It's blowing in around 10 miles an hour, straight in from the right field corner towards home plate. No balls, 2 strikes, and a breaking ball misses in the dirt. So the 1-2 coming from Brewer. Curved ball that misses up high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes a 2-2. Fastball low and away. It's a full count. Payoff pitch coming from Brewer. High pop up that's going to reach the bleachers. So another 3-2 coming. Nitwan Hill back in the box. Brewer winds and the pitch. Downstairs, ball 4. Runner aboard with 1 out. That's the first walk issued by Uriah Brewer. Brings up the third baseman, Cremanta Snell. He is 0 for 1, a fly out to right. Brewer gets a good look at the runner. First pitch misses outside. Sun starting to peek back out from behind the clouds. Raindrops have slowed down. Here's the 1-0 from Brewer. This one tapped foul right in front of the plate. So a ball and a strike. Ramonta Snell at the plate. 1-0, top of the fourth, in case you're just joining us. Eagles got that run in the bottom of the second. Here's a 1-1, a fastball that misses up and away. Two balls and a strike. David Hall out to the mound, discussing things with his lefty Uriah Brewer. Game 2 will take place approximately half an hour after the conclusion of this one. Hopefully the rain will hold off. When this one ends, we'll stop the feed and start a new one as Game 2 gets underway, weather permitting, that is. Here's the 2-1, runners on the move, a well-hit fly ball deep into center. Shiver again, playing him perfectly. He makes the catch, and that will force Hill back to first base. John Shiver scouting the hitters well. Both Cooley and Snell this inning have hit the ball well, but Shiver was right there both times. Here's a second baseman, Calvin Coach. He was called out on strikes his first time up. That ended the second inning. Hill aboard, he walked. Here's a first pitch from Brewer, and this one a good swing and a foul straight back. No balls and a strike, second baseman Calvin Coach. Here comes the 0-1. Instead to throw to first, they got the runner picked. Carter will throw to second. Alexo's going to try to chase down the runner, and he makes the tag to retire the side. A 1-3-6 pickoff and a caught stealing, and that ends the inning. A walk and nobody left thanks to the pickoff. Coach will lead off next inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Eagles lead it 1-0. Bottom of the fourth coming up. McAdon, Richard, and Carter due up for the Eagles. A 1-3-6 pickoff for Uriah Brewer. And for Hill, it goes down as a caught stealing. He was on the move. Angel Guerrero still on the mound for Voorhees. He has pitched 3 innings, 1 unearned run, 3 hits, 1 walk, no strikeouts. Nick McAdon is due to lead things off. He has scored the only run of the ball game. He drew a walk to lead off the second inning, advanced to second on a balk, and then scored on an error a couple of batters later. So Nick McAdon trying to start a rally. Eagles lead 1-0, looking to tack on. No action in either bullpen. Here comes a first pitch from Angel Guerrero. Good fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. Guerrero's mixing speeds very well. Fastball has had a number of different speeds. He has a sharp curve today as well. Here's a pitch. It's popped up to the right side. Cooley giving chase in foul ground, and a ball's on the ground. Second baseman Coach trying to help Cooley out down the right side. Got there in time, but it was a tough play with the wind blowing in from right. It took it back away from Calvin Coach. That made it tough, and it gives Nick McAdon another opportunity. He is, though, down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. So McAdon with another chance. Guerrero with the windup. and the 0-2. This one in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The sun's been playing peekaboo with us throughout this entire ball game. It's shining brightly at the moment. Here's the 1-2, and this one slapped foul. Macedon stays alive. Rain clouds seem to have moved away from the field for the time being. Here comes the 1-2 from Guerrero. Fastball up and in. Count now even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's Guerrero with the 2-2 delivery. And Macedon fouls it off to the right side. Good battle going on between Nick Macedon of the Eagles and Angel Guerrero on the mound for the Tigers. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Richard, Carter, and George, the next 3 scheduled hitters for Trinity Baptist. Here comes the 2-2. Line drive, well hit towards right, but that's going to stay up, and it's dropped. That is going to be an error on the right fielder, Rodney Goldsmith. And the Eagles have the leadoff man aboard. So Macedon aboard on the error. Dan Richard at the plate. Let's see if the Eagles can take advantage. Pop up in foul ground, hit the ground, and now this one puts a runner at first. First pitch, Richard showed bunt, pulled it back in time for ball 1. Good speed on the bases, and Nick Macedon. Dan Richard ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes. Squares around again, pulls it back, and this one misses low and away. So 2 balls, no strikes. Richard ahead in the count. Let's see if he shows bunt again. Yes, he does, and he taps this one foul. So 2-1 on the Eagles' third baseman. Macedon aboard, reached on the error. Richard so far on all 3 pitches has showed bunt. Ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike, swinging away, runner on the move, a line drive towards right. Macedon's going to head back to first. This ball is caught, and the throw to first is not in time, and it gets away. Here's Macedon on his way to second, and the Eagles now have a runner in scoring position. So a line drive by Richard. It's caught for out number 1, so the result is the same. Tigers get an out, but the runners advance. That's a second error of the inning, and the Eagles now with a man in scoring position for the first baseman, Matt Carter. Macedon at second. Guerrero from the stretch. Here's the first pitch. Carter line drive, base hit. That is down. Macedon will hold up at third. And a good, strong throw from Goldsmith. That's a case where Carter might have hit the ball a little too hard. Not much Macedon could do. He had to make sure the ball wasn't caught first. And then a great throw from Goldsmith. Made sure he held the runner at third base. So runners at the corners, 1 out. Kelvin George at the plate. And it's hit number 4 for the Eagles. George was called out on strikes to end the second inning, his only opportunity. Carter at first, Macedon at third. George showing bunt. Carter's off on the move. Ball in the dirt for ball 1 and a stolen base for Matt Carter. So a couple of errors, a base hit, now a stolen base have given the Eagles 2 men in scoring position with 1 out. George ahead in the count, 1-0. Another big gap in right center, and the pitch. Breaking ball that misses up high. 2 balls, no strikes. Nick McAdon leading off third. Matt Carter off second. The 2-0 to Kelvin George. Taking all the way, and a good pitch for strike one. It was a strike, but not the one George wanted. Good take. All four infielders in on the grass. Here's the pitch. Chopper, that's going to get into center field. McAdon scores. Here's Carter around second. He will score. He never held up. So that's going to be a 2-run single for Kelvin George. That's the risk you take when you pull the infield in. That high chopper, no chance for Calvin Coach. So 2 runs are in. One of those runs is earned. McAdon reached on an error, his run unearned. Leadoff man John Shiver, he's 2 for 2. Throw to first, a high throw. Cooley's able to pull it in and keep the runner at first. Eagles lead now 3-0. Shiver has singled and doubled. Runner off. Throw down to second. It's good, but not in time. A little bit to the third base side. It was a strong throw by McNeil, but the very speedy Kelvin George got in under the tag. Second stolen base of the inning for the Eagles. 1 ball, no strikes. The count on John Shiver. George leading off second. Here's the 1-0. High drive, well hit toward the gap. That's going to get down up against the wall. Kelvin George around third, and Shiver has his second double of the day. That one carried a lot further than it looked like off the bat. It short hopped the fence and very nearly got out of here. That's an RBI double for John Shiver. He's now 3 for 3. Kelvin George scores, and the Eagles now lead at 4-0. 1 out, Shiver at second. A.J. Alexo at the plate. He's 1 for 2. 3 runs are in here in the bottom of the 4th. Eagles lead at 4-0. Guerrero's first pitch to Alexo. Chopper right back to the box. Shiver's going to take third. The throw to first is in time. So 1-3 on the putout. Shiver advances to third. 2 outs. David Hall, the scheduled hitter. Hall is 0 for 1. A hard line drive caught, and he was hit by a pitch his last time up. So the Eagles got an opportunity, took advantage. They have put 3 runs on the board in the 4th. Here's the first pitch to Hall, a fastball that misses up for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Guerrero from the windup with a runner at third, and he misses outside for ball 2. Eagles looking for their 3rd in a row. Here's a 2-0 pitch, and ball 3 misses upstairs. Again, that ball from Shiver short hopped the fence. It just continued to carry. The wind had calmed down at the moment, starting to pick up again. Here's a 3-0, Hall taking all the way. That ball very nearly got over the fence for a home run. Turned into an RBI double. Ground ball towards third. Snell throws to first in time to retire the side. Hall hit it well, but that retires the side. The Eagles get 3 runs, 2 of them earned. 3 hits, 2 errors, and 1 man left, and we go to the 5th. It's Trinity Baptist 4, Voorhees 0. A 3-run bottom of the 4th has extended the Eagles' lead to 4-0. Uriah Brewer still on the mound for Coach John Copeland. 4 scoreless innings, 5 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. 9-1-2 due up for Voorhees. Calvin Coach, DeAndre Gallman, Rodney Goldsmith. 2 of the 4 runs on the board for Trinity Baptist are earned, but they all count. So Uriah Brewer getting ready to start inning number 5. It would be great to see this young man go the distance, save some arms for game number 2 later this afternoon. Nobody throwing in the Eagles bullpen, and I don't see anyone in the Tigers bullpen either. Clouds have moved back in, blocking the sun. Wind has shifted. It's not blowing in from right anymore. It's now going more across from right towards left. And when it gusts, it's up around 14 to 15 miles per hour. Brewer has finished his warm-up tosses. He's scheduled to face Calvin Coach to lead off the top of the 5th. Slight delay in the Tigers' dugout, not sure why. And now here comes Coach to lead off the 5th. Calvin Coach was at the plate when Uriah Brewer picked off the runner to retire the side in the 4th. So Coach 0 for 1 gets a fresh new count to start the top of the 5th. Here's the first pitch from Brewer, hit well towards right. Kelvin George, though, started going back. The wind knocked it down. He comes in to make the play. Couch hit that ball very hard, but the wind is picking up. It knocked that one down, and Kelvin George is able to make the catch. 1 away, base is empty. Leadoff man DeAndre Gallman, the Tigers center fielder at the plate. He is 0 for 2. He is lined to right and popped to second. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. With the bases empty, Brewer has been working very quickly. He has slowed things down with runners on. Here's the 0-1. Fastball catches the inside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Now some activity in the Eagles bullpen. We have that obstructed view. Can't see who is on the mound. But there is action down the third baseline. No balls, 2 strikes. High pop-up, might stay in play. David Hall giving chase, and he makes the catch. So, first 2 men have gone out, and it brings up the right fielder, Rodney Goldsmith. 0 for 2, ground ball to short, and a punch out. Brewer from the windup, and the first pitch misses low for ball 1. All Eagles starters are still on the field. Here's a pitch. This is a swing and a foul ball. Many times Dan Richard will come off the field to go warm up, but he's still at third base. So again, I cannot see who is in the bullpen. Here's the 1-1. Chopper towards short. Alexo charges, fields, throws. It's true and in time, and that retires a side. 1, 2, 3, nothing across for the Tigers in the top of the 5th. Bottom half coming up. The Eagles lead it 4-0. Bottom of the fifth, the Eagles lead at 4-0. David Cavedo, Jordan Keys, and Nick McAdon are the first three scheduled hitters. Now it's Nick McAdon, the DH, warming up in the bullpen. So we'll see if he comes out to take his turn at bat. He is scheduled to hit third, or we'll see if he stays in the bullpen and Coach Copeland uses a pinch hitter. Angel Guerrero on the mound. He has pitched 4 innings, 4 runs, but only 2 of them earned. He's going to face David Cajedo to lead things off. David is 0 for 2. He's hit into a double play, and he was called out on strikes. So Angel Guerrero getting ready for his first pitch of the 5th inning. And it's a fastball that gets the outside corner. A reliever has gotten up in the Voorhees bullpen down the right field sideline. Here's the 0-1, and this one misses low and outside. Count even at a ball and a strike. Here comes the 1-1, and this one misses outside. McAdon still warming up, so we might see a pinch hitter in the bottom of the 5th. Here comes a 2-1, and this one slapped foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cavedo at the plate, count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hard line drive, but foul into the bullpen and batting cage area. Cavedo hit that one very hard, but out in front. Here comes another 2-2. Guerrero winds, and the 2-2, fastball up high. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Eagles left fielder David Cavedo at the plate. 4-0, Trinity Baptist leads. Cavedo's leading off the bottom of the 5th. Another big gap in right center as Gallman shades toward left. Here's a 3-2. This one's in the dirt, ball 4. Leadoff man aboard for the Eagles. It's only the 2nd walk issued by Angel Guerrero. Brings up Jordan Keys. He has twice grounded out to the shortstop. Looks like McAdon has finished his warm-up tosses. He is scheduled next. We'll see if he takes the batter's circle or if he just gets ready to come out to the mound. High pitch, snap throw to first. Cavedo is back. Nobody in the on-deck circle as of yet. Cavedo, pretty good lead off first. Here's the 1-0. Fastball on the corner, 1 ball, 1 strike. Jordan Keys at the plate. Count even at 1-1. Runners on the move. Fastball misses outside. Throw down to second is not in time. Cavedo steals second. Pitch was outside. 2 balls and a strike. Eagles have a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Nick McAdon has grabbed a bat. He is in the on-deck circle. He is the designated hitter. 2 balls and a strike to Keys, and a turn and a look back towards second, nothing going on. Eagles got a run in the 2nd, 3 in the 4th. That's been all the scoring. Here's a 2-1 to Keys, downstairs in the dirt, and another block by Jamezi McNeil. So 3 balls and a strike. Here comes a 3-1. It is ball 4 and it gets away from McNeil. That's going to allow the runner to advance. Cavedo takes third. That will be a pass ball. Second walk in a row this inning. Keys aboard at first. Third of the afternoon for Angel Guerrero. Macadon at the plate. He has scored twice without putting the ball in play, or actually, yes, he walked the first time, reached on an error the second time. So he has scored twice without the benefit of a hit. Keys the runner at first. Quevedo at third. Both walked. Guerrero trying to get out of a jam. Nobody out. Here's the first pitch, and Macadon takes it low for ball one. One ball, no strikes. Keys with a big lead off first, not going, and strike one hits the outside corner. Temperature-wise, it's been terrific out here. Low to mid-70s. Here's the 1-1. High fly ball, shallow left field. Quevedo is going to be off the bag. The catch is made. No chance to tag up. Actually, that was a close play back at third. Quevedo just got back in time, and he calls time. Might have tweaked an ankle. He wants to make sure everything's all right. Nice catch by the shortstop, Darius England, in shallow left field. Quevedo not tagging up in case the ball hit shallow grass in left field. Might have had a chance to score. And he just did get back in time. Darius England looked for an opportunity for a double play. Dan Richard at the plate, runners at the corners, one man out. Throw to first, and Keys is back. Quevedo took a big secondary lead on that pickoff attempt, trying to draw some attention away from the first baseman, Jacob Cooley. Keys extends his lead. He's off. Richard squares to bunt. The throw down is dropped. And that'll be a stolen base for Jordan Keys. Good throw. Would have been a close play at second. Pitch is called ball one. So Richard ahead in the count. One ball, no strikes. Ball did not get away from the second baseman coach. So Quevedo had to hold up. But now two men in scoring position with one out for Dan Richard. Guerrero winds and delivers. And strike one is called on the corner. One ball, one strike. Richard 0 for 2. He has popped up and lined hard to right. Line drive into left field. That is it caught? We'll see. It was a tough to see. That is going to score the run either way. Richard is still at first, and that ball did hit the ground. It was a tough play for the left fielder, Nitwan Hill, and I couldn't tell if he caught the ball or if it hit the ground. It's been ruled a trap, and that's an RBI base hit for Dan Richard. Keys holds up at second. Quevedo scores. The Eagles lead at 5-0. Matt Carter at the plate, and he fouls back the first pitch. Carter is 1 for 2 with a run scored. He's been on base twice. He reached on an error his first time, singled, stole a base, and scored a run his last time up. For a moment, it looked like Hill might have made the catch. A run would have scored either way. Here's the 0-1, swing and a miss. Carter looked like he pulled off that one. No balls, 2 strikes. Well, that's a break for Dan Richard. He has hit the ball hard many times in the last few games, only to keep having them caught. So that one hits the ground. That's an RBI single. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball, and Carter stays alive, chops it foul off his foot. So no balls, 2 strikes. 1 run is in. Quevedo led off with a walk, stole the base, came around to score. Keys is at second. He walked and stole the base. Richard at first. He drove home a run with a base hit. Here's the pitch. Hard shot up the middle. That's going to get through, and Keys will round third. Here's a throw to the plate. It's off the mark. Jordan Keys will score, and the Eagles lead now 6-0. RBI single for Matt Carter, his second hit of the game. Dan Richard goes all the way around to third, so runners are still at the corners with one out. Eagles leading now 6-0, and Coach Thomas is heading out to the mound. So we're going to have a pitching change. We'll pause here, and we'll let you know the new pitcher and the numbers on him when we come back in just a moment here on TBC Eagles on YouTube. The new pitcher for Voorhees College is number 13, Ricky Hurd. And this young man is making his third appearance on the mound. No record, a 4.15 ERA. Has pitched just 4 1/3 innings. He's allowed 2 runs, both of them earned, 4 hits, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. So Angel Guerrero has gone 4 1/3. So far, 6 runs, 4 of them earned. He is responsible for the 2 men on base. Hurd will inherit runners at the corners and 1 out. Matt Carter at first, Dan Richard at third. Both of them have driven home runs this inning with base hits. Kelvin George will be the first man that Ricky Hurd faces. George is 1 for 2. He had himself a 2-run single his last time up, stole a bag and ended up scoring a run as well. That came in the 3-run 4th inning that the Eagles put on the board. Now the raindrops have stopped. They've played peekaboo with us as well, just like the sun has all afternoon. Cloudy at the moment. Kelvin George ready. Gets his first look at Ricky Hurd. And he squares around, lays down a bunt, has a chance to beat it out. Richard is going to score. That's a base hit for Kelvin George. Dan Richard crosses the plate. That's a 3rd run of the inning and the 7th overall for the Eagles. That is a bunt single for Kelvin George. Runners at first and second. Matt Carter advances on the play. John Shiver, the leadoff man, at the plate. First pitch, base hit, bunt for Kelvin George. Here's Shiver. Takes the first pitch low and it gets away. That'll allow both runners to advance. So runners at second and third. Shiver is 3 for 3. He has doubled twice, singled once, and driven in a run. Came very close to a home run his last time up. Short hop the left field fence. Here's the 1-0. Ground ball, base hit into right. That's going to score 2. Matt Carter scores. Here comes George around second. A throw to the plate, not in time. That is a 2-run single for John Shiver. That's his 4th hit of the ball game. (8-0). The Eagles now lead. That'll close the book now on Angel Guerrero. Check that, 9-0 in favor of the Eagles. First pitch to A.J. Alexo is a strike. That's a first run charge to Ricky Hurd. Shiver aboard at first, 4 for 4 in game number 1. And the pitch is just a little bit low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, Macedon had warmed up. Now let's see what Coach Copeland has in mind with a 9-run lead as we go to the 6th. Macadon's been sitting for a long time after his at-bat this inning. Here's a pitch, and it's on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 5-run, bottom of the 5th. Eagles still batting with 1 out. John Shiver, the runner at first. Here's a 1-1. Line drive, well hit towards right, and that is caught by the right fielder Rodney Goldsmith, who was playing Alexo toward the line. Nice running catch. That is out number 2. Alexo hit the ball very well, but there are now 2 outs with a runner at first. Here's a catcher, David Hall. He is 0 for 2. He's been hit by a pitch. So Hall at the plate, Shiver at first. And Hurd from the stretch. High pop up on the infield. Second baseman Coach is there to make the play to retire the side. Big inning for the Eagles. They get 5 runs on 4 hits, 2 walks, and after 5, Eagles lead it 9-0. Top of the 6th, Darius England, Jameezy McNeil, and Ethan Lauritsen are the scheduled hitters for Voorhees College. They're going to face new pitcher Nick Macadon as he takes over for Uriah Brewer. And Uriah was fantastic in 5 innings, no runs, 5 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Also on the field for the Eagles, now in center, is number 9 senior Michael Kohick, yesterday's Game 2 winning pitcher. Looking around, I do not notice any other changes at the moment. Eagles lead at 9-0 as we start inning number 6 of game number 1. At the moment, it looks like we might be able to get both ball games in. Let's hope that is true. Once this game ends, we will stop the feed, start a new one right as game 2 is ready to get underway. Darius England leading off for the Voorhees College Tigers. Nick Macadon with his first pitch of the ball game, and it's strike 1. Ray Bureau, Dean Bureau, the cameraman. Glad you're joining us here on YouTube Live TBC Eagles. Here's the 0-1, well hit into center field. That's a base hit. Darius England just picked up his 3rd base hit of the ball game. He came into this series hitting .508. He is now 3 for 3 so far today. Darius England at first, Jameezy McNeil at the plate, and the first pitch from Macadon, a swing and a miss, and a big rip. No, this is a pinch hitter. Unless I am mistaken, this looks like a new hitter for the Tigers. Line drive and a base hit into left field. Jameezy McNeil was a scheduled hitter. Looked like a new batter. We're going to get the information on this gentleman who just got that base hit. Anyway, it's runners at first and second. That is Jameez McNeil. Okay, I had the wrong number written down. So that is Jamez, I'm told, is a correct pronunciation. I've been calling him Jameezy all afternoon. Thank you for the help. And we got a ball and 2 strikes on Ethan Laritson. So 2 base hits to open the 6th. And this one is chopped foul. Well, and he's wearing the catcher's gear. A little hard to tell which number he was wearing. I had him written down as 17. He's wearing number 14. That's why I thought we had a new batter at the plate. But that's McNeil. He is also 3 for 3. Swing and a miss. That is out number 1. First strikeout for Nick Macadon. 1 away, 2 men on. So Darius England and Jamez McNeil, 6 for 6 combined, each man with 3 hits. 1 out for Jacob Cooley, the Tigers' first baseman. So thank you to the nice ladies and the young ladies down front helping out with McNeil's identification. And this first pitch is a fastball that misses low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Jacob Cooley has gone to center twice. John Shiver made both those catches. It's now Kohick in center field. Big cut by Cooley, and he fouled it back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two on, 1 out. Here comes the 1-1 to Cooley. Fastball on the inside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Plate umpire's been very consistent this afternoon. He's done a good job. Only a couple of pitches that batters have disagreed with. Here's a pitch that's popped up. Might get out of play, and it hits the top of the fence. David Hall gave it a chase, but it is out of play. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. McNeil came in hitting .448 when this 4-game set started yesterday. He's 3 for 3 here in game number 1. Sorry, I don't have the Voorhees numbers on yesterday's ball game. There's a curveball that misses well outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Trinity Baptist won both those games yesterday, 5-0 and 11-1. Eagles lead 9-0. Tigers threatening here in the top of the 6th. 2 on, 1 out, and a good block by Hall. And England's going to have to scamper back to first. So the count now full on Jacob Cooley. Eagles bullpen very quiet. There's a man up in the Voorhees bullpen. Here's the payoff pitch. Well hit toward the gap. That's going to get down and head toward the fence. 1 run will score. Cut off by Kohick. Throw to second is not in time. Now the throw to the plate is safe. That's going to be a 2-run double for Jacob Cooley. McNeil scampering around from first, never hesitated. And the Tigers are on the board in the 6th. Kohick kept that ball from going to the fence. It looked like it was going to easily hit the chain link fence out there in right center. That made it a close play at second, and then Alexo had a chance at the runner at the plate, but both runs come across. It's now 9-2. So runner at second, 1 out. First pitch fouled back by the left fielder, Nitwan Hill. He is 1 for 1. He has singled and walked. Macadon in relief of Brewer. Checks his runner. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. 3 well-struck balls here in the top of the 6th. Runner at second, 1 out, 2 runs are in. Breaking ball, hit well in the left. That's a base hit. Cavedo gets it in quickly, and he holds Cooley to third. Tigers not giving up, trailing 9-0 when the inning began. That's their third hit of the inning. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Gramonta Snell at the plate. He is flying out twice. So Snell has 2 on with 1 out. McAdon works from the stretch. First pitch, high pop fly. Still on the infield. Keys is there to make the catch. No infield fly on that pop-up. Nobody on second base, but that is caught for out number 2. So 2 outs, and McAdon has a chance to get out of the inning without any further damage. Tigers have hit the ball hard very much in this top of the 6th. Calvin Coach at the plate. He is 0 for 2, strikeout and a fly ball to right. 9-2, Eagles lead. And the first pitch is a good one for a strike. Coach, the number 9 hitter, means top of the order waits on deck, DeAndre Gallman. Now the 0-1, swing and a miss. Tried to hold up, but he went too far. So McAdon ahead 0-2. Runners on the move, a breaking ball, chopped towards third. Richard will have to throw to first. It's in the dirt, caught by Carter on the short hop, and that retires a side. Excellent job by the first baseman, Matt Carter. That ends the inning, 2 runs. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits for the Tigers and a couple of men left. Go to the bottom of the 6th. Eagles lead it 9-2. Bottom of the 6th, Eagles will have 4, 5, and 6 due up. David Cavedo, Jordan Keys, and Nick McAdon, who is now the pitcher. Eagles batted around in the 5th and scored 5 times. Voorhees came back with 2 runs in the top of the 6th. It's a 9-2 Trinity Baptist lead. Ricky Hurd on the mound for his 2nd inning of work. Yankees and Orioles are tied at 2 with the Yankees batting in the bottom of the 3rd. Mets and Nationals are scoreless after 3. Red Sox lead the Rays 4-2 at Fenway. Red Sox batting in the bottom of the 2nd. Here's David Cavedo. He walked, stole the base, and scored his last time up. So he's 0 for 2 officially, but he has scored a run. Hurd from the windup, first pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Tigers and White Sox warming up, getting ready to start their ball game in about 10 minutes. Mariners and Twins doing the same, as are the D-backs and the Cardinals. Hurd with the 1-0, high fly ball, well hit in the left, but it's going to hang up there, and Hill will make the play. Well struck by Quevedo, but out number 1. Wind has really calmed down. The sun is hiding behind the clouds, but no rain going on now. Jordan Keys will step to the plate. He also walked, stole the base, and scored his last time up. Ricky Hurd with the windup and the pitch. Misses outside for ball 1. Again, no word yet on the starting pitchers of game number 2. Here comes the 1-0 from Ricky Hurd. Breaking ball, misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Manny Machado has hit a 2-run double for the Orioles. That's been their 2 runs. Hard hit ground ball to short. Strong throw to first in time from Darius England. That's the 3rd time that Keys has grounded out to England at short. 2 away for the DH turned pitcher Nick McAdon. He has scored twice. He has walked, reached on an error, and popped up to the shortstop. So 2 outs, base is empty. Looking ahead to the 7th, Deontay Gallman will lead off for Voorhees, followed by Ricky Goldsmith and Darius England. Eagles trying to tack on a little insurance. They lead 9-2. First pitch from Hurd is a breaking ball on the outside corner for strike 1. No balls and a strike. Hurd with the pitch. This one a good rip and a foul straight back. So no balls, 2 strikes. Hurd a long look in. Now the 0-2 misses outside. Of course, anytime you see the Yankees scoring, you're checking on Judge, Sanchez, and Stanton to see if anyone went deep. Not the case. A couple of RBI singles for the Yankees, Brett Gardner and Austin Romine. Line drive, fair ball down the left side. McAdon around first. Extra bases as he pulls into second with a 2-out double. First hit of the ball game for McAdon. 3rd time he's been on base. And Richard at the plate with an RBI opportunity. Now McAdon, who is currently the pitcher, will come off for a courtesy runner. This is Jordan Broden taking over at second base. So Broden, good speed at second. Courtesy runner allowed in NAIA and NCCAA baseball. Allows the pitcher and the catcher to get ready to take the defensive side of the field. Here comes the first pitch to Richard, and he takes it for strike 1. Dan had himself an RBI single his last time up. Hit the ball hard 2 out of 3 times. 1 for 3 with a run scored and run driven in. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Chased one out of the zone. The ball gets away, and that allows Broden to get into third. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Richard down in the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss and a changeup. Richard well out in front to retire the side. Eagles get a hit and leave 1. Go to the 7th. Eagles just need to get 3 outs. They lead it 9-2. Top of the 7th, Nick McAdon just needs to get 3 men out. He's going to have the top of the order, DeAndre Gallman, Rodney Goldsmith, and Darius England. Want to make sure you get the first 2 men because England and then a number 4 hitter, Jamez McNeil, both 3 for 3, and both have scored runs. McAdon in his 2nd inning of work. Uriah Brewer, pitcher of record for the Eagles, 5 innings, no runs, 5 hits, a walk, and a strikeout. McAdon allowed 2 runs in the 6th. And here comes DeAndre Gallman to lead things off in the 7th. Again, we're going to stop the feed as soon as this game ends. Usually about a half hour goes by before game 2 begins. We'll start a brand new game. Look for the red Live Now announcement on your screen. McAdon from the windup. 7th inning is underway with a fastball inside for ball 1. Right now the clouds look pretty good. It's a little dark, but storm clouds not directly over the field. This pitch is fouled back, so we're hoping it stays this way for a few more hours, able to get in this doubleheader. 1 ball, 1 strike to Gallman, and the pitch is slapped hard right back to McAdon, who snares it for the out. Gallman hit the ball about as hard as anyone has today, but that is out number 1. Gallman frustrated, nothing he could do about that. That's the 2nd time he has hit the ball very hard, only to have it caught. Rodney Goldsmith at the plate. He is 0 for 3. 1 out, base is empty. McAdon works quickly from the windup. A chopper back toward the box. McAdon fields, throws to first in time for out number 2. So McAdon gets the first 2 men. The leadoff man, he got the hard way. That ball right back at him. He was able to get the glove up just in time. Here's Darius England, who was 3 for 3 with a run scored. If he gets on, we'll get another look at Jamez McNeil, who was also 3 for 3 with a run scored. So the first pitch, a beautiful curveball for strike 1. No balls and a strike, and the pitch, curveball on the corner, strike 2. England did not like the call, but he's down 0-2. McAdon could end it with this pitch. Line drive, foul. That's David Cavedo now playing first base, and Jordan Broden has stayed in the game in left field. McAdon on the mound, and the pitch is upstairs. So Broden was a courtesy runner. He is in the number 8 position in the batting order. And he's in left. And this one is fouled back, and here come a few more raindrops. Well, if nothing else, we should be able to get the rest of this one in. Eagles just need to get 1 more out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Count on Darius England. And the pitch in the dirt, it's 2-2. No other changes on the Eagles defense. Yes, there is. Matt Carter has gone over to second base, so it's Jordan Keys who came out of the game. And the pitch is slapped foul. So again, the 2-2 pitch coming from Nick McAdon. We're a long way up in the bleachers. Sometimes it's tough to tell the defensive changes. But it's Matt Carter at second, David Cavedo at first, and Jordan Broden in left. Jordan Keys, the Eagle player who came out of the order. Here comes a 2-2 from McAdon, a breaking ball that is fouled off, and Cavedo on the dive, unable to make the play. So another 2-2 coming. Darius England not going down quietly. 3 hits already. And another 2-2 pitch. High fly, well hit in the left field. Broden is there. And that ends the ball game. Well hit from Darius England. But the Eagles win this one 9-2. The winning pitcher, Uriah Brewer, 5 innings, no runs, 5 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Nick McAdon goes 2 innings, allowing 2 earned runs. Losing pitcher, Angel Guerrero, he went 4 1/3 and allowed 8 runs, 6 of them earned. Game 1 is in the book. Game 2 scheduled to start, it looks like around 2:40. Now, weather permitting, we're going to try to start that game 2, but it all depends on the rain. Hopefully we're able to get the entire game in, but if not, we're still glad you're able to join us for the opener of this doubleheader. Just in case, I'm Ray Bureau. Good afternoon. God bless you from Trinity Baptist College. Hopefully we'll see